This is Liz from Maverick Multimedia, and I'm joined with Chris and John from Blackstone Cherry. And first off, we just wondered, you've done a lot of tours with bands like Def Leppard and Whitesnake and Nickelback, and which of those tours were your favorite or most memorable, I guess?
For me, the most memorable one would probably it's tough. See, because on the Def Leppard Whitesnake tour, we got to meet Jimmy Page, which was incredible. But on the Nickelback tour, I got to go up and jam with Nickelback every night. So they're both pretty memorable for me. Um, but I'd have to say, I love Nickelback. They're great friends of ours, but meeting Jimmy Page probably takes the cake. I mean, that's the guy that created Led Zeppelin. Let's be honest here.
He's a legend. He's a rock god, I guess you could say, but that's awesome. Very cool.
Pretty much same thing for me, because actually we met Jimmy Page and Richard Sambora at the same time because they were there hanging out together, and they actually watched us play. We were playing the gig, and Chris thought he saw him, but he wasn't quite sure about it. And luckily, we didn't know that they were there because we'd have probably tanked real bad. But they watched us play the gig, and Chris told us after we got done, he's like, "Man, I think I saw Jimmy Page watching us." And we were like, "No, just because we're in London and all that, you think, Jimmy Page here." So we kind of gave him a lot of crap for it, but it actually turned out to be him. And Chris saw him in the hallway and talked to him for a minute, and he came to our dressing room and got us. And it's crazy. When Jimmy Page looks at you and says, I really dig your band, you want to throw up. I'll just tell you that right now. It's bad news.
No kidding. Yeah, I probably would be speechless. I think might have to leave the room if that happened. That's awesome. But you've been described as great storytellers along with the Black Crowes, and so I just wondered, do you like that comparison, or how do you feel about it? I guess.
It is what it is. We don't try to sound like anybody. I guess it's a Southern thing more than anything. Just people like to tell stories where we're from. And all over the South. Everywhere, but the southeastern United States is really known for people storytelling and being full of it a lot of the time. But we like to tell the stories anyways and add to them, and it's just part of who we are.
Well, there's a lot of history too, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like Backwoods Gold, for instance, was actually there was a guy that owned like a men's clothing store in the town we live in, which is now where the police station is, and it's about 150 yards from the courthouse. And when he would come out, if he had a card in it, like a playing card in his hat, he had moonshine in the basement. So that's where that whole song came from.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So it's like a lot of the stories or stories that are true from back home or like local legend from back home, stuff like that.
That's very cool. Same thing. Okay. Well, I guess this question's directed to you. On your website, you guys stated that you tried to do a lot of different things with the latest album, and as far as sounds, so you built a washtub bass.
Oh yeah, that was for the second record actually.
Oh, the second one.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did that on the key and the breakdown on that song. You'll hear all kinds of crazy stuff in the breakdown of that song. There's a washtub bass. There's a turkey call, banjo. There's like an old washboard sound. Stuff that we're not going to tell because it's embarrassing to other members of the band. We did anything that we could possibly think of. We pulled it out. We've always tried to do that, but that song in particular we went a little crazy with.
That's super cool, though. And so I guess your first live album was released back in 2007 when you played the Astoria in London. How did you like the UK? How was it over there?
We do exceptionally well over there for some reason. For some reason over there, we do a lot better than we do here in the States. And that was our first headlining tour, and the company contacted us, and they were like, "Hey, would you guys be interested in doing a live, kind of right off the board thing? Because it's not like a mass-produced live album. The way they do it is they record the whole show. At the end of the night, you get your copy of it. There's no editing, nothing. It's just us raw live at the Astoria." And we were like, hell yeah, let's do it. Why not? There's no reason not to do it. We're here playing tonight anyways. It's the last night of the UK tour. And, we want to do another one. We want to do like a full-blown live album, DVD, and we want to do it over there somewhere. But it's just, it's a matter of time. We'll do it eventually. Everybody keeps asking us about it, but it'll happen.
Yeah, I hope so.
I can't help but notice you're a Seahawks fan.
My family's from there. Besides, our Lions suck. So.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Pittsburgh guy, so.
So would you guys like to ask us a question to wrap up, or anything you're curious about Lansing or Common Ground?
I think we were somewhere in Michigan one time, and I want to think it was Lansing or somewhere near. Is there a zoo here?
Yeah, there is a zoo here. There's a zoo in Detroit and Kalamazoo.
It was Lansing. It was Lansing.
Okay.
'Cause it wasn't Kalamazoo or Detroit.
Potter Park.
So we went to the zoo, and we were pissing the tigers off pretty bad, and it was fun. It was lions. Yeah, it was a female lion, and like we would just peck on the glass or whatever, and we thought it was funny. And then we go outside to go see some of the other animals. We were just bored, had a day off. We were staying at the Holiday Inn, I think, and we had already ridden like what are those things called? Damn it, the scooters that.
Amigos?
No, it's like
Segway?
no, it's like the ones you do yourself. It's just like 2 wheels with a footboard on it and the handlebars.
Oh, right, yeah.
I can't think of what they're called. Either way, we had those just because it was fun to wreck them most of the time. And we had been riding those off into the pool. I guess the people at the Holiday Inn would have kicked us out if they'd saw us. But yeah, the Razor scooters.
Yeah, okay.
We were riding those into the pool. We would just get flying and just jump in the pool on them.
even confused where I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
And he said
But
going into the pool. I was like, oh, I don't know what he's talking about.
so back then we were traveling in a Yukon, and it was the 4 of us and 2 crew guys, one of which is still with us. And we're at the zoo, we're having a good day, and all at once we have this big like lightning thunder crash, and we're like, oh damn it. And by the time we got from there to our vehicle, we were all like, there was water standing in the roads, and it came a massive flood, so we didn't get to see all the animals. But we got to piss off a lion, so it was awesome.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
not many people can say that and live. You know what I mean?
That's
We did
true.
it. We did it.
Yeah. Well, the tigers it's scary. They take all the animals under, like, not underground, but in a different cage when they clean it and feed them, and they don't like that. It's scary. They're when you're that close, because the walkway in between is very little, so they're
That'd be awesome.
they're huge. It's paws the size of your face, you
I
know?
was in a cage about half the size of this room.
Yeah.
And she was just kind of laying there chilling.
Giant
And
glass wall.
I mean, it's plexiglass. It's like 1.5 feet thick, but our guitar tech at the time, David, was sitting there in front of the glass, just kind of staring her in the eyes, and she's looking at him like, don't try it, dude. And he'd reach up real fast and tap the glass, and she'd, and, oh God, it was horrifying. I had nightmares for about a month.
Oh no.
We're going to have to go to the zoo again.
No.
You're pretty close.
It
It's
wasn't
right
our
in-
fault, though. It was our tech. He's not with us anymore, so they should
Oh, well, I don't know if she probably won't remember, but, it's worth a try.
Oh, animals are a lot smarter than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
The zoo's going to come after us now for terrorizing the animals.
The animals themselves will come after us. They'll just open the gates and let them out.
It probably wouldn't be the first time, though, Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for sitting down with us, and we look forward to the show later, so
Be awesome.
enjoy your afternoon, and stay cool, because it's going to be a hot one.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yep.